Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing extremely well. So in this video we will learn about creating a chat app, right? So for chat app for Android. So basically we don't need to write a lot of code for that. We will be using the ZegoCloud for that, right? So first of all, let me give you introduction of ZegoCloud. So ZegoCloud basically it provides many UI kits, right? For all these kind of features: video call, voice call, live streaming, in-app chat, cloud recording, AI effects, right? So all these kind of features are provided by ZegoCloud using their inbuilt kits. Inbuilt kits means you don't need to have implement these all on your own. So they have already implemented this. You just need to set up these, right? Writing a few lines of code, right? So and you are ready to go. You can see all these features are provided by them. They have already implemented functionality and UI both. You just need to integrate them, right? So yeah, this is about GeoCloud. And in this video we will be using the in-app chat kit, right? So how we can create the real-time chatting app, right? So we can use the in-app chat kit of the GeoCloud from this is. So if you go here in the docs, right? So in the docs, you can find their kits. These are the UI kits, right? You can use any of them: video conference, live streaming, call kit, right? You will be using the in-app chat kit, right? So this is the in-app chat kit, right? So you can see this kind of UI will be shown in your app once you will be integrating them. This is the chat activity. So this is the list, right? List of users. So we need to set up few dependencies for that. But even before that, let me show you how we can set up all these in the console. So basically you need to create the account first of all, right? You need to click on the sign up, right? And then after filling out all these things, you need to log in, right? As I have already created the account, so I will not be creating any account here. I will be directly logging in, right? So after login, you will be shown this kind of dashboard basically, right? So here you can see any kind of like which kind of project you want to activate, right? First of all, you need to create a project here, right? And selecting the which kind of UI kit you want to use. But I have already selected it. I have already activated all this, right? So I will be directly using the in-app chat kit. After that, once your in-app chat kit will be activated, right? It will be showing in your dashboard, right? Like this, right? And you can like copy this app ID and the app sign, right? You need these two fields, right? And you need to add them in the local dot properties, right? I have added them already there, but let me show you where I am using them. Here I am using them with this name. You need to add them, right? I am using the Gradle secrets plugin for that basically, right? This is because we should not directly use them. We should not add them in the code, and we should not add them into the like GitHub or any other version control system. So that's why I'm keeping it inside this, and this file is not submitted to version control system, right? So after you will be getting this app sign and app ID, then you need to write this code, right? So in the Android side for the application, because you need to do this once in the once app runs, right? You need to just set up this gymkit.init with application instance, then app ID, then app sign in, and then this gymkit config, right? And then init notification. This is simple setup you need to do first of all. And then I will be showing you how we can connect the user. And before that, I will show you we need to add simple dependency as well. This is the main dependency for the in-app chat kit, right? You need to add. So after adding this dependency and you are good to go. After doing this setup, this is the second step. Then let's come to the next step. So basically in the login activity, I'm just showing you how we can log in the user, right? Basically you can do all this stuff in the background as well. You don't need to create separate activity for this. So we'll be getting the user ID and username, right? And depending upon that, we'll be connecting to the user, right? We are getting the input from the user for these fields: user ID and username. I will show you. So let me run it on both devices first of all. I will show you. Then we need to call the gymkit.connect user, and we need to pass the user ID, username, and this is the profile URL, any dummy URL you can pass here. or if you want to use some real URL, you can use that, right? So if you see here, user ID Elizabeth, this is the username. These fields I'm just showing optional to show you how we can connect. Otherwise you can do all this stuff in the background while connecting your users, right? And so in this case, this will be providing a callback here, and here we can check the error. If this is not success, error.code is not equal to gem error code success, it means it is error. We can show the error toast, right? Otherwise, if connection is successful, then we can go to the conversation activity, right? And this conversation activity, basically it will be displaying all the list of conversations. It means displaying the list of users, and it is using the inbuilt fragment, that is the Gymkit conversation fragment. It will displaying the list of all the users which are connected to your project, right? It will showing all the list, right? So if I show you, this is the connect, I will be logging here, and this is the conversation activity. It is showing you all the users here which are in your project, right? And then the main thing is, once you will be clicking on some chat, right, this some user, so then we need to write this code basically, right? So this is the start chat method. This method we need to call. This is the conversation ID. It means this is the ID of this user, because we created this user with some user ID, right? We need to pass that user ID. So this is the user ID, and this is the Gymkit conversation type, right? So I will show you. So conversation type, it means what kind of conversation we want to have. So conversation type peer, this is single one-to-one chat, right? And another one can be type group. This is for the group chat. This is one-to-one chat, group chat, right? So we will be connecting this, and inside this what we need to do, Gymkit router dot to message activity. So this will open the message activity. All the code is implemented by the ZegoCloud, right? You don't need to write any code for that, right? So this is all about the code, right? Other things are this, these are the optionals I have implemented. So we can create group as well. New chat we want to create, like new user will be added, new group if we want to create group, right? Join group, similar to this chat we can join group as well. These are the other optional features, but here we'll be discussing this only chat, one-to-one chat, right? So I'm running the project on multiple devices. Yep. So this is one user, this is another user, right? You can see this is its ID and this is its name, right? So we'll be connecting both of them. Ideally, as I said, we don't need to connect it every time. So basically we'll be doing it once and in the background itself, right? So if you see here, this user Tesla is showing here, and Elizabeth, this user is showing here, right? So we can start chatting with each other, right? So if I say, you can see that message reflecting directly here in the real time, right? Hi. We can type hi, and you can see this message is reflecting here, right? You can see this is cool, right? Similarly, we can add attachments as well. Those features we need to enable depending upon our use cases, right? If there is no media, so basically we can add all those features as well, recording and emojis and other things, right? You can see all these are working fine. So media is also allowed here, right? So, and in this, these features are also implemented by them. We can do setup do not disturb. We can set up pin chat. Pin chat means once we will be adding new users, this will be pinned on the top, right? So this is all about this. If you see, this is very cool. So these all the list and this chat, all these activities will be displayed by them. You don't need to do any kind of other setup, right? You just need to write this few lines of code. This code, connect user, and this setup, and then finally once your user will be clicking on start chat, so we can just pass this here, right? We will be calling the it like this, right? We can getting the user ID from there, from the list, and passing that user ID here with which user we want to connect, right? So that's all about the ZegoCloud in-app chat kit. So it's very interesting. I found it very interesting. You should try it. And also once you will be signing up, It will be providing you 10,000 free minutes as well, right? You should check out its documentation. So yeah, at least for those minutes are provided for, like, you can evaluate all the implementations and other stuffs, right? So that's all about this, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video and you have liked the concept, and I will see you in another video with another cool content. Till then, bye bye, take care, have a great time, keep coding.